Hello everyone and welcome to the Crypto Session Brief. We're on Monday the 25th of July 2022. Big week in store for markets, so got a very busy calendar when it comes to the earnings reports out of the US. You got pretty much all the major big names, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all reporting this week. And that's following on from Netflix last week, of course. And then we've got big economic data releases, for example, the core PCE price index on Friday. I think tomorrow we've also got the University of Michigan consumer confidence. That was a big one last month, really moved markets. And of course, the highlight of the week is how could I forget the Fed? So we are on Fed week. We've had a blackout of Fed speakers now for the past week, and it's looking likely that the Fed will be hiking 75 basis points this week. So anything over that could see a big move to the downside on risk assets. If we come anywhere under that, the flip side, you see Bitcoin break through 24 into 27. If we come around about par and they do hit the 75 basis points, again, I think you just see more range trading and maybe more attention will focus on to what Powell has to say and whether they how much they are looking at or paying attention to the current state of the economy with, for example, PMI surveys on Friday suggesting contractionary territory. What has this got to do with cryptos? Well, of course, cryptos throughout this whole period of Fed tightening have been moving quite in line with equities and basically very much in line with the overall global macro backdrop. That's because with a reduction of liquidity, with Fed tightening, raising of rates, it's never good for risk assets, especially highly speculative risk assets like cryptos. So questions in the chat room today have been directed by Charles. Charles was asking, thoughts on Bitcoin going to 10,000. I would personally saying we're a little bit off 10,000 yet, but Bitcoin is pretty vulnerable because there's a lot of leverage longs on here right now. So that just adds to exasperates the move lower. Should we get that leg lower? Should risk assets start selling off this week and we see another leg down of volatility? S&P is struggling to get through the 4,000 handle as well. So maybe just signs there that you're starting to see a turnaround in equities. And that's also having an impact on cryptos, as you can see here. This was all kicked off by Elon Musk and Tesla dumping a lot of their Bitcoin holdings, changing it to fiat US dollar in the latest earnings report. So I'm not too sure if they made a profit or loss on that, but it did boost their free cash flow. There was some pretty interesting financial engineering involved there with Tesla. With all that being said and done, Bitcoin today, we're currently ticking away just below the 22 handle. You can see this sort of 22 area was where we saw some range highs previously. So if they do break below here, without a doubt, I'll be looking for a move back down all the way into that 20k handle. If it managed to stay above the 50-day moving average and above these highs, okay, maybe a turning point back into the 24. That's basically the state of play there. Ethereum, pretty range bound. You have seen a sell-off on the H4. As you can see, rejections are just overhead at 1645. Didn't quite make the 1700 round number handle. Now trading back below 1550. Question is here, can they be able to hold on to them range lows? You are just starting to see some potential higher lows being put in within that range though, without the actual bottom of the range being tested. So if that does get tested, does break and move down to 1281, could be on the cards. Ripple, as you can see, taking some moves lower, starting to put in some lower highs now after the series of high lows that we had on that run up off 30 cents, and now move back into the 0.3345 handle is looking likely. You've seen a bit of a bounce off that area in the recent few hours. Litecoin as well, as you can see here, pretty flat, choppy price action, hasn't been able to get a clean break through that high from late June, and now signs are looking more likely for a next leg lower. You're starting to think, okay, well, from here, if we can't hold at 55, 56 and move back down to 50 is looking increasingly likely. That's a wrap on today's Crypto Session Brief. Until next time, all the best with your trading. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.